Tim, let's talk about a coach who no longer has an official head coach's account with the University of Washington. That'd be Lorenzo Romar. The Huskies fired Romar after a brutal 9-22 year, and that despite the fact that they have a player on the roster that many regard as the #1 overall pick in this upcoming NBA draft, Markelle Fultz. Romar has had very good players on his roster, stacked recruiting classes over his 15-year tenure with the Huskies, but he hasn't made a dance since 2011. So despite bringing all of these great players to Washington, guys like Marcus Chris who are in the NBA right now in last year's draft, and Markelle Fultz this year is going to be a high lottery pick, if not the first. Was this the right move to look at the results and say, even with these great players coming in, you're not worth it, Lorenzo?
Well, how about next season? They have the #2 recruiting class in the country.
Yep.
Michael Porter Jr., whose dad's an assistant coach. Well, now he's decommitted. And now all the rest of those guys are like, we're not going to go to Washington if he's not up there. One thing he has proven that in his time up in Washington, he's able to develop guys to the next level.
Yep.
You know, you can go all the way back to Isaiah Thomas is a Washington Husky grad. So he's an alum. Obviously, he'd been there a long time, 15 years. 6 straight years without making the dance, I think, was a big thing. And then, yeah, I think bringing in a guy like Fultz, when you don't win then, alumni who don't know much about basketball go, hey, we have the best college player in the country, and we're not even competing? This guy's got to go. They don't realize what goes into it.
Sure.
The recruitment of a kid, watching him play, going to high school, sitting in his den, meeting his family. All they see is, he's on our roster, our team sucks, it's got to be the coach's fault. So the fact that he's bringing in recruits, who knows, the higher-ups there, as far as the big money guys, the donors, the alumni, they're obviously frustrated by the talent they see and the result they're getting. So he'll land on his feet. He's well respected in the industry.